All right, our next comic come up to the stage is his very first time on stage. You guys should probably clap since you came to see him. No, okay, interesting concept. All right, for the rest of you guys then, he is originally from Baltimore and now here in the DC area. Ladies and gentlemen, please give up Matt Owen. Keep it going for Matt Owen.
Hey everybody, my name is Matt. I'm new at this, so I'm pretty nervous. Let's get right into it. You know what's weird? What? Menstruating. It's okay to laugh. Some of you are laughing, some of you aren't. I'm looking out there at some people who probably menstruate, and some people, ma'am, who probably used to menstruate. I'm so sorry. I only mention this because recently I moved in with my girlfriend and 3 other females. Yep. Lost the train of thought. It's tough to talk about menstruating seriously. Before I moved in, I lived in a small town and we had a very provincial way of thinking. And health class taught me most of the things I know about vaginas. And that was that they're like flowers. And you should love them and nurture them and smell them. And water them. And put them on the windowsill for life. It's all true, right from the book. But now I'm embarrassed because I moved to the big city and vaginas aren't like flowers. That's stupid. They're like werewolves. Most of the time you like them, and you're like, what a nice vagina. And then once a month you're like, oh, crap. Why are you so bloody, vagina? What have you been up to? Like a werewolf. That's where that analogy came from. But it's true. Like werewolves, I really do menstruate. I don't menstruate. I think menstruation is evil, and I don't actually think that I know that for a fact, because after hearing them talk about it for a little while, for the first time I started praying, and I was like, God, why did you do this to vaginas? I like them so much, and you know that. We're close, and I can say that to God without feeling inappropriate. And one day he popped up, and this is true, and he was like, I didn't do it. It wasn't me. And I was like, oh, cool, and here's what happened. God was like, well, first of all, he created woman, as some of you may know, and then he was like, that was exhausting. I will now take a nap. And right when he did, the devil popped up and was like, right? Now you'll bleed. It's in something that's not in the Bible, but eventually they'll find it and verify what I'm telling you. He told me. I'm positive it wasn't a dream. But it's hard because they start talking about it and they're like, they use words like wide set vagina and heavy flow. And they don't use that in Pennsylvania. That's disgusting. And now all I can think of when I think of vaginas is like this horrible dark cavern with bloody rivers running through it. And I used to dream about spelunking in those caverns as a kid. You can't spelunk in those caverns. That's ridiculous. Real caverns, if you walk up to it and you're reading a sign that's like, careful, for 1 week out of the month, there may be flash floods. You're not like, those are good odds, I'm going in. You know? It doesn't happen. Alright guys, I only get 3 minutes, my red light's on. I think that means I gotta get off, but thank you for listening to me.
Ladies and gentlemen, Matt Owen. Funny little fact, Matt, this lady up front's my mom that you ripped on. While you had 3 minutes to do your really good set, I had a couple minutes to write some jokes. Nice set, Matt. You look like the gay brother from the guy who was in Once. Hey, is that a bearded hobbit? Nice bottle. I'm going to smash you in the fucking face with it later. Matt Owen's haircut looked like someone just shit him out. You only had 3 minutes, so that's all I got so far. Alright, guys. Give it up one more time for Matt Owen, first time on stage. next comic coming up.